what are the commandments? And right here, we're talking about the 10 commandments. And in the Old Testament times, the Israelites were the active ones physically doing these actions, keeping the commandments. They were showing us how to do the physical parts of the 10 commandments. Now, in the New Testament, the intended spiritual meaning is explained to help you understand how the mind thinks when it comes to the 10 commandments, what God really meant, and expounded on Matthew 5 and 7 for the church to follow now.
So, following the Beatitudes, the 7 to 10 essential and fundamental attitudes that Christians should be manifesting, Christ then gets into the nitty-gritty of the way to serve and to use God's Holy Spirit so that we have this spirit of life. And so in Matthew 5 and in verse 21, he says, "You have heard that it was said by them of old time, you shall not kill, and whosoever shall kill shall be in danger of the judgment." So there he starts right out and he quotes literally one of the 10 commandments. So it's very clear that you shall not kill. And then he goes on to say, and this is what's important, "But I say to you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment, and whosoever shall say to his brother, Raka, shall be in danger of the council. But whosoever shall say, you fool, shall be in danger of hellfire." The first question that I would have about verse 22, is it more difficult to not be angry with his brother without a cause than to kill somebody? And the answer to that, yes, it is more difficult to not be angry than to kill somebody. It's more difficult. The act of killing is very quick, and I was about to say it's easy. If you have a knife in your hand, it's easy to kill somebody. In the Old Testament, all you had to do was control that knife in your hand. That's all you had to do. You could even raise the knife just so long as you didn't kill. In the New Testament, you cannot be angry. And this is a totally different ballgame. The anger is in the mind. The anger is something that you feel. It's an emotion that grows or that develops here. And notice, of course, it says angry without a cause, because you can be angry because there is a cause. God gets angry. The Bible is very clear about this. That's another subject that I'm not going to go into here, but Christ is talking about anger without a cause, where you call your brother or a friend or somebody Raka, as it says in verse 22. And this Raka, it's a word, but it reflects a state of mind. And when you're calling somebody Raka, which means worthless, useless, somebody of no value, or you're telling somebody they're a lost cause, that they're a fool. And it's really unfortunate because we have examples of teachers who are talking like this to their students, to young kids, where they're saying, you're worthless. Even parents, sometimes they lose control of their mouths and they say things like this to their kids.
Uncover the mystery of Adam and Eve's nakedness. Unravel the ambiguous connection between the Hebrew term for naked and the serpent's subtlety.
Unlock Scripture's core meaning with Biblical Hebrew made simple. No reading, no memorizing. Get your free mini course now. theexplanation.com/naked.